Okay, so we'll do that when we get to the controller. So right now, back to our recipes. Let's just browse through all of them for new and index, edit, and form. I don't think we need any login check. Now you may think, you may be wondering why we're not checking for login to be able to like or dislike a recipe. The thing is, we still want to display them, but if you're not logged in, then we want to show a validation, like a message saying, you need to be logged in to do that, right? We don't want to restrict them at the view level because we still want any user, whether logged in or not, to be able to see how many likes or dislikes a recipe has. So we'll take care of that at the controller level also. All right. So I think that takes care of the views because we took care of the navigation already. So now let's focus on the controllers. All right. So the first thing we're going to look at is the chef's controller. So let's go ahead and navigate to the chef's controller. Where is it? Right here. There are a few things we actually have to do here. Let's look at this. Index, new, create. All of these look good. Edit, update. Okay, so we want a chef to only be able to edit their own profile, right? We don't want one chef to be able to edit another chef's profile. So let's enforce that. We're going to enforce that here. How are we going to enforce that? We're going to enforce that by requiring same user. Okay, so let's define a method here. Require same user. So if current user not equals the instance variable of chef, okay, then flash danger, you can only edit your own profile. And then we want to redirect to root path. Right? So let's see if we have any errors here. Find require same user. If current user not equals chef flash danger, you can only redirect to root path. Whoops. We have missed an end here. All right. Now, where are we going to use this require same user? We need to come up with a way of putting this in the controller, right? So how we're going to use this is on top here, you can do this, before action. And if you do before action, whatever method you put here will be performed before any action is attempted at any of the different actions here. So if I put before action require same user, then this method will be executed for each and every action over here before they're executed. So index, before index, it's going to check for require same user. And if it fails, if it returns false, it won't perform this action. So we can already see that we don't want this to happen for every action, right? We only want this to happen for edit or update. So an easy way to do that is require same user and then only specify edit and update. Okay, so now require same user will only be executed before the edit and update actions. Okay, it's going to check for require same user. All right. So if we look at this controller, we see a pattern. Okay. If you notice the edit action, the update action, the show action, all of them seem to have this line that says that chef equals chef.find params ID, chef equals chef.find params ID. All three of them have that in common, right? So that's a sign that we need to extract this code and simplify it. So how do we do that? Notice how we use before action. So we can do something like this. And you want to make sure the ordering of the before actions is important because they are executed in order. And since chef, this is something we want to execute before we do anything else, we want to put this first. So we want to do something like this. Before action, set chef. Okay. And we see that that is happening here. Edit, update, and show, right? So before action, set chef only on edit, update, and show. Okay. Now what is the set chef? We haven't defined it yet. It's literally going to be this one line. So I'm going to copy this. And that's going to be a private method. So I'll just put it here in between these two. Define set chef. Oops. And then paste it here. Save that. So what we're saying is before the actions edit, update, and show are attempted, it's going to perform set chef first. So we already extracted the code out of edit, so let's go ahead and do that out of update as well. And show. Okay. All right. So let's see if we have impacted anything else. This looks good. All of this looks good. Find update, show. Okay, so that takes care of the chef's controller. Let's now work on the recipes controller. Okay, I'll pull it up there. And recipes controller, we're going to follow the same pattern we did for the chef's controller. We're going to require same user for certain things. Remember, edit recipes, we were sent to the recipes. Even though we did not show the recipes link, edit this recipe link on the recipe, we were able to access this by going to edit, right? So we're going to restrict that first. Again, so to enforce that, we need to require same user. So over here, we'll do before action. And I think I also want to do set recipe here because we have common code here also. If you look at show, and then if you look at edit, and then update, and also like, all of them have this common code. So we're going to do before action set recipe, and we're going to do it for only column. We're going to do it for edit, update, show, and like. Okay. We're also going to do before action, and then we're going to require same user only on edit and update, right? So let's go ahead and build these two.